tell them to hit the notifications as well. So yeah, that'll always pop up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2019-2020 Grind Session World Championship, brought to you by Canada Sports. We'll ask you all to rise for the playing of our national anthem. And now for your starting lineups. First for the visiting team on the scoreboard, West Oaks Academy from Orlando, Florida. Number 0, Frey Wimby. Number 2, Jadrian Tracy. Number 5, AJ Stanton. Number 10, AJ Neal. And number 31, Manissa Iwase. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, Prolific Prep from Napa, California. Number 0, Jordan Hope. Number 4, Jalen Green. Number 13, Frank Anselin Jr. Number 30, Jack Wetzel. And number 33, Colin Hopkins.
We're back. It is the Grind Session World Championship. If you're just tuning in, we have a change in schedule just like the rest of the sporting world. This is the Final Four, and we'll get it all in tonight. The Final Four and the championship game. This one's matching up the number 1 seeded Prolific Prep against the West Oaks Flames, who is the number 5 seed. Tracy on the drive and quick turnover. Prolific coming the other way. They had themselves a tough matchup last night as they went into double overtime. Jalen working off the screen, off the mark. The Flames come down with the rebound. Tracy looking to go the other way. Over to the corner, AJ Stanton. Splash. They get you caught up on what's going on. Prolific, a 6-year member of the grind session. They've had several Final Four appearances. This adding to it, so 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and you can now add 2020 to that as well as they look to advance to the championship game, which will be played this evening at 9 p.m. West Oaks, a 4-year grind session member, as Jalen Green drives down the lane looking for a foul, doesn't get it. We got a run out by the Flames, and AJ at the rim, put back by Frey, and it's good. Hawkins working up top. Over to Jalen. Jalen Green kicks it to the corner. Another turnover by Prolific Prep. Flames coming the other way. You got to wonder how the focus is for these two teams. The original times of the game were changed by a couple of hours. As Frey gets a tip in, when you talk about routine and getting ready for a game, shoot-arounds, all plays a factor. See who gets off to a slow, fast start, and it looks like the Flames are definitely coming out, living up to their name. Pope driving in the lane and off the mark. Pope had a big 3 last night at the end of regulation to send it to his first overtime. West Oaks, kick out, A.J. Neal looking to drive over to the big fella, and he has to finish at the rim. We're going to get a timeout by Prolific Prep. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be back with more of the Final Four here at the Grind Session World Championship. We're coming back out of the timeout here for the Final Four of the Grind Session World Championship. Prolific off to a slow start. Coach Joy Fuca not happy with the way this game has begun. More looking for energy from his team, I can tell you that, as they come out a little bit flat. West Oaks coming back the other way. A.J. Neal looking to go to work. Working against Pope. He drives, pulls up, and we're going to get a travel call. Jalen thought about a 3. Getting a screen for Saba. He calls him away. He's going to go one-on-one against Frey. Jalen goes to the right. Dishes. Missed at the rim, and Flames going back the other way. Good defense by the Flames, by the way, early on in this one. Tracy pulls. Off the mark. Saba with the rebound as Pope pushing it the other way. We're going to have a foul on the play. Jordan Pope on the drive. It's going to be on the floor. A.J. Neal picks up that foul. That is his first, team first. Jalen Green attempts to dunk at the rim. He got up, but contested. Good defense there by the Flames. Tracy looking to drive. Kicks off the elbow. A.J. Staten steps back. Short. Jalen Green comes down with the rebound. Outlets to Burnett, and it'll pass a little too far, so they'll come back and go the other way. 9-2 early in this one. It is the Final Four. The winner will move on to the championship game that is being played at 9. So make sure you turn on your notifications, subscribe, because this is it for these guys' career. We're seeing some great high school greats getting ready to move on to the next chapter of their career, but neither is trying to make this their last game. Each team saying we want one more. Burnett. And we're going to have a moving screen on Saba. It's going to be going the other way. That'll be his first, team first. A.J. Nail getting across the timeline over the stat. He looks in the post and passes it to the corner. We'll get a pull-up shot that'll be short and back to the Flames as they crash the offensive board. Saba skying for it, but Frey working as well as both teams scrambling for that loose rebound, and we'll go back the other way. Prolific on the run. Burnett over to Pope. He throws it behind him, and A.J. Neal taps it out of bounds, so let's stay this way with Prolific. Jalen getting the handoff. Nope. Saba keeps it. That shot is way off the mark for Mag. AJ over to Frey. Frey up with it. Rebound by Mag. Out to Jalen Green, who's on the outlet. Looking to penetrate. He goes up and he'll shoot two. That'll be the second team foul on the Flames as they lead this one early, 9-2. Jalen Green at the line, and he missed some free throws yesterday, but also knocked down some big free throws as well. Kid that had 40, more than 40 last night. A couple of McDonald All-Americans in the game for Prolific. One being Burnett and Jalen. Jordan Pope bringing it into the half court. He'll get the screen from Hawkins and work off the high post as he goes to the left hand. That's off the mark, and the Flames gonna go for another run out as Tracy looking to drive and gets physical with Hawkins. That was a nice finish. Using that right shoulder to shield him off. Hawkins coming back the other way. Thought about the three. Drives, pulls it back out. Gonna drive again, going middle. Looking to kick over to Pope, back to Burnett. He goes up, no foul call. We're going the other way. Siding at the rim, and it is a quick 10-point lead for the Flames. Prolific can get another timeout. We'll do the same. This is the Final Four of the Grind Session World Championship. We're back out of the timeout. It is the Final Four of the Grind Session World Championship as it's a 13-3 lead for West Oaks, who's come out really assertive on this one. Not necessarily just with their shooting, but just getting to the rim defensively. They're doing a really good job against Prolific as Burnett tries to end this run and does with the three there, much needed. 13-6 is the score. Jalen Green with the run out, as this is a quick 5-0 run for Prolific. Jordan Pope on defense. AJ working off the double screen. We're going to have a reach-in foul on Coleman Hawkins, the Illinois commit. Tracy working off the screen. Goes middle. Takes the bump and finishes. AJ Neal picks up the foul there as the rebound is off to the Flames. Tracy on the baseline working up against Jalen. They'll get Jalen with the foul on the floor. We're going to get a timeout by West Oaks. We'll take a timeout too and be back with more of the Grind Session World Championship.
Timeout, West Oaks. It's a full timeout.
We're back out of the timeout. Taken by West Oaks. 15-8 is the early lead for the Flames against Prolific. AJ Neal off the mark there. Rebound by Burnett. Prolific coming back the other way. Another turnover by Prolific. It's been the story early going as AJ Neal. That foul's going to be on Jalen Green. He picks up his second, team fourth.
The foul is on number 4, Jalen Green. That's his second foul. At the line is AJ Neal for 2.
Second one is good for AJ Neal as the lead is 16-8. Largest lead has been 10, and this one for the Flames. Burnett working it over to Jalen. Jalen over the Pope. Back to Burnett. Burnett coming off the screen. Pope going towards that elbow. Man got hit on the arm, but finishes anyway. AJ over to Tracy. Tracy with an and one. A foul's going to be on Frank from Prolific. So he picks up his first, and Tracy will go to the line for opportunity for and one. Tracy knocks down the and one opportunity, 19-10. It's a score early in this one. Jalen Green working outside the screen and pulls up, is for two. It's off the mark. Tracy coming down with the rebound as the Flames going back the other way. Jalen Green bringing it up, weaving in and out. Jordan Pope with the three is off the mark, and we're coming back the other way. Tracy working up top as the Flames looking to go to work over here. Tracy at the rim. 21-10, the score in this one was 6 minutes to go in the first half. Jordan Pope working on the wing, driving across, kicks out to Jalen. Jalen. Saba's posting up. He's going to clear out for Jalen Green. This goes across the lane, and we're going to get an opportunity for 2 free throws. First one is good. We'll get another sub into the game. That'll be Gatling checking in for the Flames. Second one, good one. Turnover on this end by the Flames, and Prolific can get an extra possession here. Definitely needed at this point as they're down 9, as they get it into Saba. Saba looking to post up. He kicks out to Burnett. Burnett. They get it reset. Jalen. Working in the high post. This shot is up, off the mark, and Flames going back the other way as we got a whistle. They'll be out of bounds, going back the other way. Shot by Stadner, just off the mark, and Jalen Green runs down the rebound. So he pushes ahead, and good finish by him. Again, he may have to have another night where he's willing his team back into the game. (21-15) is the score in this one, as Prolific is just kind of chipping away. The biggest lead for the Flames has been 10 in this one. Right now it's at 6. A.J. Neal driving. No call there as Prolific looks to get out and run. Jalen having success driving to the hole. He'll continue to draw fouls against the Flames. That foul's on Tracy. That'll be his first. It is on the floor. We'll have the ball out of bounds here. Burnett coming off the screen and knocks it down. A big 3 for him as the team creeps closer, 21-18. Shot is off the mark. Good look inside. to the young fella. Yay, Muhammad. We'll get a timeout by West Oaks Flames. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back with more of the Grind Session World Championship. This is the Final Four. We're back out of the timeout, which has been a game of runs. West Oaks opens up the game with a nice run, going up 10, and Prolific is on the run as they take that 10-point deficit and cut it back down to 1 as West Oaks looks to answer, and Prolific looks to get another stop as it's going to stay on this end. 4:08 to go in the first half of this Final Four game. And that is a late whistle, but we're going to have a foul called on Saba, Gigi Beria. He's a Georgia Tech commit. First one is off the mark as Kobe Gibbs is at the free throw line, a 6'7" junior. He hits the second one, it's 22-20. Good follow by Saba. We'll have a technical foul called. We'll see what's going on as I think one ref was going to tee up the coach, another ref tee up the player from Prolific, and we'll figure out who's it on. So it's going to be a technical foul actually on the Flames. It's going to be on Kobe Gibbs, and they'll shoot free throws on this end. (24-22) as the possession is going to go back to Prolific as emotions starting to run higher in this one as these teams' season is on the line. Is win in advance to the championship game or lose and go home. And Burnett driving to the basket, and we'll get another foul. Again, emotions definitely running high in this one as things are getting a little bit chippy. It's going to be a timeout by West Oaks. We'll take a timeout too and let everybody take a break. We'll be back with more of the Grind Session World Championship. So an interesting turn of events. We have a double technical foul on the coach, and it looks like The entire team for West Oaks is getting ready to walk out of the building, which would disqualify them from the game and automatically send Prolific on. So we'll see what's going on here as emotions are running high. As things still, again, heating up. So if you hear the awkward silence from me, it's because I'm still trying to figure out what's happening. I do know that there was 2 fouls called on the coach, and they forfeit the game. And it looks like Prolific will move on to the championship game. We'll have some post-game interview with you after this. All right, we're back with the Grind Session World Championship, and we just want to get you caught up on what's going on here. This was our Final Four matchup as the times got moved forward due to all the events not only going on here today, but throughout the country as far as sporting events, schools, and things that we have going on in our community. So this game was a 4:30 tip. It featured the number 1 seeded Prolific Prep, who had a double overtime victory to make it to the Final Four yesterday, last night. West Oaks, a team out of Orlando that was playing very well. They came out shooting the ball very well and got up as high as much as 10. Prolific came back and make a run, and it was a good game going back and forth. It got a little chippy and things got carried away. We had a technical foul not only on the player, and following that technical foul on the player, we had a double technical foul on the coach, who was ejected from the game and thus instructed his players that they were leaving, and which disqualified West Oaks. With that being said, Prolific will move on to the championship game. Our next game, we still have a little ways to go before we get to it, but I believe our next game, instead of this one starting at 4:30, our next game will be at 6. It's the early schedule right now, and that game would feature our Savior Lutheran, and also coming out of that would be Arizona Compass as well. So we'll see who the championship is going to be at 9 o'clock tonight. We'll get you caught back up. Turn on your notifications, and also follow us on YouTube for when the game begins. We'll be back with more of the pregame for the next event coming up. This is the Final Four Grind Session World Championship.